So hi everyone, thanks for joining me on Pranama Beauty for my overview of the Urban Decay Naked3 palette, so their brand new palette. Ooh. So I just want to quickly just mention where I got it from. As I'm in Australia, I purchased it online from Ulta, then I got it sent through my mail order, which is myus.com, and I'll put a link down below to the post where I talk about using that service. I think in hindsight though, I had some great feedback about other mail orders out there that next time I'm going to go with a different mail order just to see the difference in the shipping, etc. Nothing wrong with the service. I actually got it from the time I ordered it to when I received it to my door yesterday. It was about 7 business days. But the shipping cost me around about $37 shipping, and the palette actually only cost me $52 USD dollars. You can also get it at online from taraz.com.au, obviously if you prefer to go through an Australian service, and they'll get it shipped through their mail order to here, and it would have cost about $88, I think, from shipping to New South Wales, Australian dollars. Anyway, so I paid a little bit more. Yeah, that's the actual box, should I say, that it comes in. So it's actually a really nice little box, and with Christmas on our doorstep practically, it would make a great little gift. On the back it just has a little bit about the palette. There's all the shades there, the actual samples you get in it, and the actual jewelry, the brush and the ingredients. So that's the box. To the actual palette, it's a really beautiful piece of packaging, metal like the Naked2 palette. It's actually the same sort of dimension wise, same sort of thickness, same sort of weight, and the actual clasp there, or clip, how it closes. Now it has 12 eyeshadows just like the other 2 full-size palettes, generous mirror, and inside it's actually a plastic housing for the eyeshadows, and you've got your 12 shadows there, and that's where obviously the brush sits. Now I'll get to a close-up of all the colours and the names and that, and a little comparison to the other 2 palettes in a moment. I'll just show you the brush and the little samples. So you get the little samples here. It's actually a little case for the 4 of them. So these are the 4 primer potions. You get the original, you get Sin, Eden, and Anti-Aging. Now I've tried 3 of them. I haven't tried the Anti-Aging one, so that is a great little bonus. And the sachets, they say, should last about a week, so you get a week worth in there, and they're resealable. So that is actually quite a nice little touch. To the actual brush that you get in there, so it's dual-ended again, like I said. That's the one that was in the Naked2 palette, and that's the one that's in this palette. So one of the ends is pretty much identical. You get the little eyeshadow brush, shader brush. You can use it as a crease brush, even a concealer brush, whatever you want. Obviously that's my used one, is that one. And then the other end, in the Naked2 palette, you got the one with the shader brush on the end, or that sort of fluffy brush there. And on the other end of this one, you just get the large sort of dome shape eyeshadow brush, large shadow brush. But they're same sort of size on there, which is great. So I think a really nice little brush. I actually like the one in the Naked2, so I look forward to using this one in the Naked3. I think quite a good quality for one that comes in a palette. Hi everyone, I just wanted to try and do a close-up of the actual palette so you can see the colours there. Now I've already sort of used some of the colours and swatched it, so if you're just wondering about the surface of the eyeshadows, but definitely very velvety, not sort of chalky or powdery. Maybe that very first one, which is strange, that very light colour on the far right, because I swatched it opposite. I was swatching as if I was doing a video, and then it turned into a comedy of errors. If anyone knows Theatre of the Absurd, that's pretty much our household. And yeah, it was a disaster, so I had to re-swatch everything, so it makes sense in relation to the palette. Anyway, I don't know why I told you all that, but that's probably the only one that's a little bit sort of chalky, comes off, but really the consistency is great. I think the colour payoff is just as good as the other 2 palettes, and even the Naked Basics palette, shall we say, but that was all matte. Now, like I said, there are 12 eyeshadows in here. On the Urban Decay website, it says there's actually 4 matte, and then of course the other 8 are, you know, micro shimmer, satin, what have you. And obviously this whole palette is neutral. Well, I wouldn't say totally neutral, but it is sort of a rose hued palette, whether it be by the micro shimmer or the like on here. Anyway, I think there's really 3 true mattes and buy ones that don't have any micro shimmer. The one at the end, which is Black Heart, actually has a sort of pinky micro shimmer to it, which is that one right I've swatched on the end. Woo! It looks a bit browny black on my hand, but yeah, that's because of the micro shimmer in it, as you can hopefully see if this will focus. So it is a matte with shimmer. The actual swatches, so that's in relation, so obviously going from left to right, I start off with Strange, then work my way down to Black Heart in the actual swatches. So you can see there is a variety of micro shimmer, glitter, metallic, or tonal, however they say.
Okay, focusing a little bit more in detail on each of the colours. If we start off with the first one, which is Strange, it's described as a pale neutral pink matte satin. On my skin it actually comes a little bit chalky. The next one is Dust, which is quite well named. It's a pale metallic pink shimmer with iridescent micro glitter, but it is actually quite dusty. It actually gives the most fallout, I find, of the shadows in the palette. Then there's Burnout, a light pinky peach satin, which I find actually blends really well and gives a good colour payoff. And next up we have Limit, which is a light dusty rose matte. I don't find this very chalky or powdery, and it blends really well. Then we have Buzz, which is a metallic rose shimmer with silver micro glitter. I do notice a bit of fallout with the silver glitter there. Then there's Trick, a light metallic pinky copper shimmer with tonal micro sparkle. Here we have Nuna, which is my favourite matte of the palette. It is a medium pinky brown. Then we have Liar, a medium metallic mauve shimmer. It's probably coming off a little bit more brown on camera here. And then Factory, a pinky brown satin. Finally, we have Mugshot, which is a metallic taupe shimmer with slight pink shift. Dark Side, a deep taupe mauve satin. And Black Heart, the smoky black matte with the rosy red micro sparkle.
Hello again. So this is just an up close and personal comparison for obviously the original Naked 2 and Naked 3 palette. So let's get naked, shall we? And of course, how appropriate I am in the bathroom. If you're wondering about the echo that's going on, I probably should have done a voiceover, but never mind. So obviously packaging wise, the original was that sort of velvety covered cardboard feeling little palette. Naked 2, Naked 3, very, very similar in the dimensions, the weight, the feel, and the type of packaging on them. Now let's open up. Hello again. So just doing a little close-up to the obviously Naked 2 and Naked 3 palette. So this one is, I suppose, obviously more taupey, champagne, I suppose you could call it bronzy gold type, more cool-toned palette. And then this one's more of your brassy gold, warm-toned. Hello. That's that. But really, I did actually go through and try and compare and swatch the shades that are in the other two palettes. Nothing was really comparable. I thought maybe, where is it? That one, Busted. Are you focused, little camera? Come on, focus. Nope, Busted was a little bit similar to, which one was it? Factory. No. Factory's a little bit more rosy pink, and Busted's more of a brown in comparison. Likewise with this palette, the original palette, there's nothing really comparable, which is great, obviously, if you've already got them like I do. I thought Hustle, as you can see there, because it's a purpley tone, was similar to Black Heart, but no go there. Let's even just swatch it in real time, shall we? Whoa. Let's get over there. So that one on the far left is Black Heart, and the one in from that is Dark Side, which actually looks a little bit like Hustle, but actually in person the Dark Side is definitely more darker, as you can see, and it's got that rosy shimmer to it, whereas Hustle, it's like that metallic tonal finish. That's actually the closest sort of matching out of the palettes, but as you can see on my hand and through the swatches, they are much more rosier, pinker, warmer. I know they say neutral, these are probably more neutral, but they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Beautiful colors, consistency. Only thing I can say is about the dust. It is definitely dusty. It does have a bit of fallout, as you can see from. Probably don't need to pack too much on like I did there for the swatch, but yeah, it does have a little bit of fallout with the shimmer there, as you can see. But yeah, beautiful colours, beautiful. Yes, anyway, that is that. If you have any more questions or anything about the palette or palettes, let me know. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Until the next video, take care.